All right, welcome to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program, the Target Individual Experience. So I'm going to give you guys another example of how they target me, how they send subliminal message and all this stuff, right? So again, using the police sirens when I'm watching a video, again, certain things said, they will use the police video. For instance, I was watching a video today and the person talked about what they something about leveling up or rising up, right? And again, they will use the police sirens immediately after or even before. So that's let you know how the AI, right? That how it analyzes every video uploaded on YouTube or on the internet, social media, and this program is adapted to where they will sit outside in their police cars or they'll have an ambulance waiting, and as soon as certain things is being said, they will use the police siren or the ambulance being said, or the ambulance, right? And so anyway, so I went out to the living room to just to uh, turn on the computer and to see if everything is up to date, right? That's a computer that I barely use. It was for the household use, but they started to uh, mess around with it and stuff like that. So I just stop people from using it. So I changed my password, all that stuff, right? So I go on there and I turn on the computer and I noticed that the resolution is off. So I went to change the resolution. I couldn't change it. Now, the last time I went out in the living room to check on the computer, I've noticed that the cable inside the computer, particularly the graphics card, that someone had tampered with it. All right. And again, I talk about how they sabotage your things out of anger. Because again, I talk about the regression of the mind when being hit with these technology, with these weapons. And they know this, okay? And their attempt to say that they try to they fix me or whatever, it's like, for example, fixing when the words fix is being said, they will use the police sirens or the car honking. But it depends. But anyway, so I noticed that the resolution was off, what have you. So I got another cable, plugged it in. That didn't work. I uninstalled the graphics driver. That didn't work. And apparently, I think what's happened is that they feel because they've damaged me psychologically, and maybe not to the point where they've basically made me become into like damage my mind so much that I can't remember certain things, right? Because there's certain things I absolutely remember. Because again, it's from repetition, from how they sabotaged my computers before, to me having to figure out how to fix it, do all that stuff. So some of the stuff, I'm not going to forget, because it's easy. It becomes like second nature. It's like learning how to walk or ride a bike, right? Some things that you don't forget. Okay. So even when I did that on the installed graphic driver, it still didn't work. So I was like, okay, let me open up the front cover, and then let me push the graphics card in slightly, which I did. I ended up pushing it in, and I restarted the computer, and it says your computer needs to be restarted because of a PCIe issue. So obviously they mess with the graphics card, all right? And again, this is the sabotage in what they'll do. And they do this to try to see if I can fix the computer, to see, well, okay, well, see, he's able to fix it, so there's nothing wrong with him. I mean, these, like I said, the people who created these programs, they think that they're smart, but they're a bunch of fucking imbeciles, okay? They're a bunch of imbeciles. I'm sorry. But that's how I look at it, okay? Because you have people who have been damaged psychologically, right? But they may be brilliant at something else. So you may have damaged them in terms of how they react and interact with people and stuff like that, right? Some things that they may not be able to remember, and particularly when they're being hit hard with these microwave and radio wave frequency weapons. So like for me, so when they started doing remote monitoring and started targeting me and hitting me with these weapons extremely, okay, my short-term memory is gone. Like literally, I'll put something down, and a second later, I can't remember where I put it down. Okay, now that they've eased off a bit, right? There's still some things I can't remember, but some things I will remember. Give you an example. So I had a glass of water that I had in the living room when I went to into the kitchen. Okay, came back to my bedroom, totally forgot, and I'm looking for my water. I'm like, where the hell I put my water? Where's my water? Where's my water? It took me about a few minutes to then realize. I was like, wait a minute, I was in the living room. Let me go in the living room and see what's there, and it was there, of course. So again, they constant attempt, and so when I fixed the issue with the computer, right, my phone, they hacked into my phone and opened up my PayPal uh, account on my phone, and what you see right here, and what it says PayPal balance 0. Again, also because I've received my disability, they're like, well, this is the last time you're going to get disability. They're always engaging in this thing where they're always trying to like take away your disability, right? So this is what they've been doing. And as soon as I say that, I heard the police siren in the background. Whoop. And again, they do it in a very low volume to where if I'm doing a recording, no one could pick it up. But I'm sure there are people in my neighborhood that know what's going on. All they got to do is just listen. Just listen. And you will hear it. Because I can't be the only one that's hearing it. Even this morning when I ordered the cases for my tablet and the kids' tablet, about a few minutes afterwards, they started the noise campaign with the police sirens as well as fire trucks. Really, really loud. Okay? And again, like I said, it's really something else, man. So also the previous delivery that I didn't get from Walmart, so now I have to contact the building management so that they can look through, and this is what they want, because they're trying to let you know you're under surveillance, right? So they do these kind of things, that they know, the actions that you need to follow up on to make, in case, because I gotta bring the, to the post office to say, well, look, this is the time that this person, the delivery driver, said to deliver it, and that's what happened. He didn't deliver it at this time, okay? So in order for me to at least get the money back, right? But they always find ways to, take things from you, take money from you, what have you. They'll manipulate things. And again, it's not just me, and not just us as TIs, but we as black people, right? They have agents in the post office who's working. We've seen stories where post office workers have been caught hoarding people's mail in their houses, throwing, right, thousands of people's mail packages, right, over ravines. Okay? But no one ever stopped to think that these people may be connected. They may be part of some sort of cult, some sort of network run by particularly those within law enforcement, those within the religious institution. Okay? This is what's going on. And this is, like I said, this is one of my purpose, to expose this stuff. All right? And they can do whatever they want to do to shut me up, but I'm going to still keep exposing it. Whether they steal my packages, they don't deliver it, they damage it, what have you, I'm still going to keep exposing it. All right? And as I said that, you hear the police sirens again in the background. Whoop. Yes, I'm going to keep exposing it. So you can use your police sirens all you want. Like I said, come knock on my door. That's all. That's all you got to do. But you won't. Okay? And then also, recently they have this where the NYPD is now taking people, kidnapping people from the street and bringing them to mental hospitals. Right? And they talk about only homeless people. I remember a story, actually 2 stories, here in New York City, where a young woman, this young black woman, was driving a Mercedes, I think, not Mercedes, a Mercedes or BMW. Can't really remember which car it was. Okay? Of course she had dreadlocks, but she's a lawyer. Right? They stopped her. Right? And because they found out that she's a lawyer, and she said to them, listen, I'm a lawyer. Look, President Barack Obama followed me on my Twitter account. They literally arrested her and took her to a mental institution, where she spent a couple of days there, and they drugged her. Okay. This is what happened when you have law enforcement that is unchecked by, agencies or what do you call it, public review board, which they put their cronies on there, so that they can have no accountability for the crimes they commit against the general public. Okay, so this woman had to sue. Even the psychiatrist told her she was crazy, and all they had to do was say, "Hey, okay, show me then. Here's your phone. Show me." But still, why wouldn't they believe that President Obama wouldn't follow her?